What's up, YouTube Live? Pastor D. What's up, Facebook? Hey, hey. Let's talk about it. I promise you I'll get on. Listen, it was later. I'm Pastor D, Senior Pastor Unity Worship Center, Shreveport, Unity Church of Dallas. Two churches, two locations. Come chat with me. You're going to be glad you did. YouTube Live. I want to talk about lies against singleness. I've done this topic before, maybe a few years ago. I want to do it again. So let's talk about it. I got my notes in front of me. It's going to be fun. Come stay with me for about 30 minutes or so. And I want to share this with you. So do me a favor if you're watching this on YouTube. Hello, I'm Pastor D. If you're watching this on Facebook, I'm on my public figure page. I tricked them today. I didn't get on my regular page. So tell me where you're from. Tell me who you are. Talk to me in the comment section. Hello, everybody. I hope you guys are having a blessed. Most of the time I don't do this on Saturdays, but I wanted to do it today to share it to each and every one of you. So tell me hello, everybody. What I'm going to do on my page, on my social media page, since I never really use that page, what I'll do is share it to my other page. So how you guys doing today? Tell me where you from. Hello from Chicago. Hello from Fort Lauderdale. Hello from Stone Mountain, Georgia. Who else is on? Who else? 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 Atlanta, going to Puerto Rico. Well, look at you. Share this out, Facebook. I'm gonna get some more people on your end. Um, let's see where I'm gonna share it to. Share it to. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, there's a share. You ready? Hello from Charlotte. I was encouraging my sister to get out of that unhealthy relationship. Well, hello Facebook, hello YouTube. Let's get started. Y'all type that one word I like. Uh, from Dallas, Shreveport is home. All right, hello. So let me give you the church announcement. I'm going to be in Dallas tomorrow, 6701 Southampton Road at 1:30. 90 minutes. We're going to be at 90 minutes. So if you're in the DFW Metroplex, come holler at your boy tomorrow in that area in Dallas. So come, 6701 Southampton. Hello from Mississippi at 1:30. Come see me tomorrow. I got a word from God. I've been studying it, and I want you guys to hear what God has to say on tomorrow. If you would share this out, YouTube, thank y'all for chiming in. Let's get started. Lies against singleness. There's some more people jumping on because I shared it to my other page. So would y'all share this out Facebook? Because I don't go from my public figure page as much, but I want to make sure that you guys hear. So this is what we're going to do. And I just want to talk about this. I did this topic probably about 3 years ago, and I was looking at something today. Oh, hello, and I wanted to share this again today. Lies against singleness. Satan's lies is what I coined it years ago. Hello, Natasha. And this is what the enemy does. And one of the things I tell you all the time, before I go, this was a shirt that we put out years ago, 3 years ago. It sold out. And one of the things about this shirt, it was helping a lot of people reach God and reach people. And the thing about it is this, ladies and gentlemen. So all you people on Facebook, follow this page. I have two pages, and it did a lot of talking in the shirt. And one of the things I always tell singles is this: single is not a curse, and marriage is not always the cure. Some of you are penning things to paper. Write that down. Singleness is not always a curse, and marriage is not always the cure. You can literally be at a place in a juncture in your life you want to be married, but you're not ready to be married, or you want to be married, and it's even the season or the time or the place for you to be married. You can want to be married, but to be honest, you're not ready to be obedient or submissive to nobody. Men, you can want to be married, but you're not ready to be a covering. And in your singleness, what I love to tell you believers is this: sometimes what God is doing, he is refining you to a place in him where he's getting you together, where he's taking care of you. When you are single, you have the time to do what you like to do. You have the time to go where you want to go. You have the time to act like, and let's remember that. Because what's going to happen with your singleness is this: you think marriage is like a fire extinguisher. And what I mean by that, marriage is not a fire extinguisher. Because you get married does not mean you going to put out their nasty ways because they put a ring around your finger. Oh, Lord, help me, God. Oh, yes, yes. Come on, YouTube. Come on, Facebook. Y'all started to the party. You ain't got long to get on. Just because, hear me clearly, hear me clearly, just because you got married does not mean they're going to change things because you put a ring on their finger. We think marriage will make people act right. In actuality, sometimes people will just get married for the simple reason of shutting you up because you want to be married. Ladies and gentlemen, wouldn't you rather stay single and wait on God? And when you're waiting on God, you take the time to really get to know you and get to know yourself and get to, marriage amplifies, to get to what you like to do and what you don't like, and know who you want to have around and who you don't want to have around. And you get to really love yourself first. But the thing about it is this: you don't understand that the reasons that some of you want to get married so quickly, you don't really love you. And when you really don't love you, how can you be prepared for somebody else to come and love you when you're thinking a person is going to be your rescue or complete you or come in and perfect you? And then you get with this person and say, oh, now you complete me. Nobody should ever walk in your life and you ever say they completed me. You should be complete before they come. Is this helping anybody on the day? Nobody should come. No. Money shouldn't impress you. Money and things and accoutrements shouldn't impress you when you have your own. When you have attained your own things, these things don't impress you. So if they try to impress you with those creature comforts, when you have attained a modicum of success yourself, you're not impressed by these things because you now know how God has given you destiny and purpose and et cetera, et cetera. I'm going to give you some points. Stay with me. Facebook, hello, but y'all ain't talking to me. Facebook, why y'all ain't talking to me? Talk to me, Facebook, and share this to you all. Tricked y'all today. I didn't go to my other page intentionally so y'all can follow this page. And let's get started. Now, these are some things about the lies from the enemy. Watch this. First point is this. The devil will tell you that you are single because you're ... Now, for most of you, you can probably fill in those dots by yourself. And what I'm telling you on today is this: you can probably yourself understand that the enemy has said things in your mind and convoluted and augmented your reality to make you think that you were less than. And what he'll do is this: he'll have some things that are varying. He'll tell you that you're too fat. He'll tell you you're too ugly. He'll tell you that you're horrible, depending on what time of the day it is. If it's too early in the morning, he'll tell you your breath stink, whatever. Okay. But the thing about it is this: that you need to understand who you really are. And when you really understand who you are, you need to understand that people of all shapes and sizes and personalities are single. And then other people are married. Ladies and gentlemen, I need you to type in the comment section if you're paying attention. Type this: I am good enough. Come on. Okay, I am good enough. What's attractive to one person may not be attractive to the next person. What one person may like, the next person may not like. You are good enough. And if people cannot see that in you, why are you wasting your time with these people? If people don't understand how God has made you, why would you waste your time with these people? Ladies and gentlemen, what we love to do, it's called the halo effect, and we give people a pass based on how they look. But you don't even understand, ladies and gentlemen, you can be beautiful, you can be grand, you can be nice, but you can be ugly because your personality and your attitude stinks. Come on, y'all. But when you know who you are and that you are good enough, watch this. You can be that person that can literally be working in the through at McDonald's and ask you, listen, do you want fries with that? But you know who you are. So it doesn't matter what people think about you. You can be that person that works at Walmart and literally be bagging groceries. But if you really know who you are good enough. Listen, it does not matter what people think about you. It does not matter what people know about you. One of the things I always teach people is this: stop looking for external validation and external stimuli in 2019. It does not matter if they tell you you are beautiful, if you are grand, if you are fine. It does not matter if they tell you you are sexy. It does not matter. When you know it, that's all that matters. And then God will introduce somebody to you, and you don't need validation though. So if they don't say it, you don't get in your feelings because you already understand why God has created you to be the person you are. And some of y'all got to understand. Here's the point of the day. Write this down. God is more powerful than your social situation. He is more powerful than your looks. He is more powerful than your personalities, and he is more powerful than your insecurity. Wow. Thank y'all for sharing Facebook. God bless y'all. Y'all late, but thank y'all for coming. YouTube. Watch this. He is more powerful than your social situation. He is more powerful than your looks. He is more powerful than your personalities. He is more powerful than your insecurity. And you're too busy trying to go out and impress a man and impress a woman that you're not even impressing God. Okay, to move on, Pastor D, don't like that point. You're so busy trying to make sure that you got on 5 waist trainers, trying to have a snatch waist and look good, and that woman out there, size 50. I don't think nobody 50. I don't know if that's a real size, but I don't want to insult you. And she's out there size 50, and she got some man hooked up with her every night of the week, and you are literally succumbing and assimilating to someone because you care what they think about you. God Almighty. Do it for you. Love yourself. And when you love yourself, it doesn't matter. Okay, let me move on to the next point. So he's more powerful than any social situation. He's more powerful. And the crazy thing, ladies and gentlemen, you have to understand that God is in control of your life. Why am I single, Pastor D? Well, maybe you are single because God decided that he would not allow the enemy to touch his anointed. Ooh. Yes. Why am I single, Pastor D? Maybe you are single because God decided that he wouldn't let you go through this again. Maybe you are single because God said, you know what? The last relationship made you cry too much. Right now, I want you to get closer to me. And because I want you to get closer to me, I don't need any encumbrances or stumbling blocks, because if you get in this man's face, if you get in this woman's face, you'll be too busy worshiping them and you won't worship me. Why am I single? Maybe you are single because you would get impressed by the money. You would get impressed by the fame. You would get impressed by the car he could drive for you and buy you. And you'll get so impressed that you will think this is your source. And when you don't understand, I am your source. So sometimes God literally pushes the pause button in your life and makes you wait and puts it, ladies and gentlemen, on delay and says, you know what? Right now, you don't need it. Right now, you don't deserve it. Right now, you got to get yourself together. Anybody, listen, I ain't trying to preach to y'all today, but I'm telling you, believers, something. Would you share this out Facebook? I just got started. That sometimes you have to wait. And we don't like to wait. Let's be true. It's one day your prince will come. You gonna kiss a frog and ain't nah, boo. Nah. Y'all gotta stop watching Disney Channel and watching fairy tales and understand that sometimes what you don't understand is the sovereignty of God. And what he does is protect you from yourself. Oh my God, can I prove it to you? Because most of us, and I know y'all way more saved than Pastor D, because you got your PhD in saveology. You proud of that. You graduated from Vacation Bible. I get it. I understand it, but y'all way more saved than me. But there have been seasons in my life where I asked God to give me something that invalidated him. Okay, there have been seasons in my life where I knew God didn't want me to have it, but because I wanted it, I tried to talk God into giving it to me. Facebook, y'all follow this page. I'm gonna get on here more. Not y'all, me. There have been seasons, because y'all more saved than me. There have been seasons in my life because I thought that I deserved it, and I talked to God and said to God, God, you made it this fine. You shouldn't have made it this fine. It's your fault, God. And God said, no, don't forfeit your destiny. Don't forfeit your purpose. Don't forfeit your promise. Don't you forfeit. No, they're not worth it. They're not. Oh, come on now. They're not designed for your future. They can't go where I'm taking you. And the problem with some of you, you'll get in a situation and you will get with somebody and you'll marry them for what's right now, but you don't understand that you never married them for a lifetime. And what you don't understand, that you'll miss a lifetime dealing in a moment. Jesus, I got to get ready to get off here. You will miss a lifetime because he gave you a moment and he sent you flowers. She gave you a moment because she took you to the candy shop. Okay, I gotta go. Pastor D, you too real for them. They don't like the truth. Yeah. And so you let that moment convolute your reality, and you thought it was God that was moving. We showed up at church today, and we didn't even talk on the phone, and we wore the same color suit today. He had on red, I had on red, and both of us looked like Coke machine. Looked like I could put 50 cents in a slider and get a Coke and pull a cap off of it. No, you will put yourself in these situations that God didn't ordain, because number one, you'll get lonely. You'll think God is telling you to do it, and He's not telling you to do it. You'll think God is ordaining it, and He's not ordaining it. Ladies and gentlemen, He is sovereign, and the reason some people are married is because of the sovereignty of God. God is more powerful than your social situation. Number two, have y'all shared this Facebook? Because y'all ain't typing that much. Y'all looking at me, but y'all ain't typing. You got to get in the room and actually type. Now, move on. Here it is now. Lie number two. Somebody put some twos on the screen. All right. Lie number two. I'm 15 minutes and 20 seconds in. Lie number two is this. Is what we say. God is not powerful to find you a husband or a wife. See, I had my friend on the other day. We did this live. And this is the craziest thing that you'll say. Pastor D, my biological clock is ticking. Pastor D, I'm getting old. Pastor D, when is God gonna come? Grandma said He may not come when you want Him, but He's right on time, and you'll hear this, and you'll get this, and you'll go to church, and you'll cry on the altar, and you think you got your breakthrough, and you don't even understand that all God was doing was breaking down your stubborn ways. Now, anyway, so, and the devil will say, God is not powerful enough to give you a husband or a wife, and then you'll get older, and that biological clock will start ticking, and then you'll get a man that looks like Denzel, but he acts like Freddy Krueger. Ugh, Jesus. All right. Yeah. You'll get a woman that looks like Holly Berry, but she'll give you Holly Hell. All right. And see, you will make these mistakes. I'm talking better than y'all responding. You will make these mistakes because what we do, we make emotional decisions based on physical love. Back up. Don't y'all do it at the club tonight. Y'all stay safe now. We make emotional decisions based on physical lust. So we want it. And because we want it, we want to talk God into it. Yes, we do, y'all. And ladies and gentlemen, and so you'll say, you know what? It has to be my man, and has to be my husband, and it has to be my wife. And God, this has to be you talking, because you say, God, I waited this long, and they know everything I like. God, I waited this long, and they're saying everything I wanted to hear. I waited this long, but you don't understand that the devil has some capabilities to know some things as well. And one of the things you do, you think it's God speaking when God has not even spoken. Am I talking about it besides myself? And the crazy thing is this. Watch this. You'll get cynical in your thought, and you'll start to think God is not listening or God is not responding to you. And then what will happen? Watch me now. Okay. You'll get cynical in your thought, and then you will think that God has no power to come and give you a husband, because in your younger years or in your worldly years, you thought that because you could get a man every day and you could get a woman every day, you thought that you were amazing, and you don't even understand that how God is proven to you that you are amazing is that you holding yourself up without somebody. God, and y'all not hearing this, okay? And you don't understand that now, if you remain unchosen, it doesn't mean that you're not chosen. Okay, that's what you need to hear. Just because you haven't been chosen to be a mate does not mean you have not been chosen by God. Please tell me somebody's catching this. Don't throw your wig, keep it, because you don't need it for church tomorrow. No. Some of you right now, the reason you are not married now is because God chose you to be single. Lord help me. You say, Pastor D, I'm single by choice. No. You're not single by choice. You're single by the will of God. And because you have been unchosen does not mean you have not been chosen by God. Ladies and gentlemen, you need to understand that God has the power to reach this part of your life. And you remember this, ladies and gentlemen, God himself has already chosen you. And here it is. Watch me, y'all. If God can create the universe just by speaking in Genesis Genesis 1. If he can pause Pharaoh, ladies and gentlemen, and cause him to let the Israelites go in Exodus 12, if he can raise Jesus Christ from the dead, according to Luke 24, if he can use the purposes of evil men for his good purposes, according to Acts 2:22 through 24, if he can give us new life and save you, ladies and gentlemen, from people who hate him in 1 Peter 1, if he can do everything in this Bible and he can do everything on this list, why in the world can God not give you a husband or a wife? That's easy for him. But what he loves to do sometimes is make you wait. God bless y'all. Now let me give y'all the rest of this, and so y'all can catch this now. You got to ask yourself, now, in my singleness, you got to say, okay, God, is it you or is it me? Now, all right. And most of the time, it's going to be you. Has nothing to do with God. You got to ask yourself in your singleness, you got to say, what am I doing to attract the wrong person? Okay. All right. Okay. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Ladies and gentlemen, write this down. Here go the real talk moment. We bringing it back. RTM. Type it if you get it. Watch this now. I need you to write this down. The problem that you don't get, ladies and gentlemen, is this. You don't attract the wrong men. You accept the wrong men. Jesus. You don't attract the wrong women. You accept the wrong women. Pastor D, why all the wrong men want me? No, boo. You accept the wrong one. And to accept the wrong women, you let them in your space. So if you consistently find yourself in relationships with liars and cheaters and manipulators and addicts and leeches and commitment foes, if you keep finding yourself in these situations, ladies and gentlemen, you don't understand that your job is not to get them from lying. Your job is not to get them from cheating. Your job is not to get them from being an addict. Y'all got to catch me today. Your job is not to get them from drinking. Your job is not to get them from mooching. Your job is not to get them from committing. Here is your job. Come on. Your job is to leave them alone. Wow. That's your job. Your job is to run, Forrest. Get yourself out of here, right? Your job is to leave. Your job is to stop trying to make a grown man commit to you, ladies, brothers. Your job is to remove yourself from someone that does not want to commit. You don't have to prove yourself to anybody in 2019. If they don't want you, they told you they don't want you, remove yourself from the situation. Know your job. Your job is not to go marry an assignment. Your job may have been to push them closer to Christ and to help them towards salvation. And the issue, what we love to do sometimes, we keep trying to marry assignments. So he shows up at church and he looks good and grand, and he looked across the aisle and he saw you and you thought he was fine. You thought he was cute. You thought she was pretty. Her waist was snatched. She was looking like God just stepped out of heaven and molded her specifically for you. But your assignment could have been to push her closer to Christ, because anytime you are dealing with someone and they are pushing you further away from Christ, they are showing you that they have been assigned from the devil. Move on, Pastor D. Ladies and gentlemen, you got to catch this. And people that have these issues and these tendencies and these proclivities, what you got to do is this. At a certain point in your life, you got to understand that it's their fault for being fundamentally flawed. Okay? It is not your fault, because they're fundamentally flawed. It is their fault. Come on, y'all. Hear me clearly now. It is their fault that they can't get it together. You have no time to waste in 2019. Somebody type that, ladies and gentlemen. No time to waste. Now, ladies and gentlemen, watch this. I want y'all to hear this. And I got one more point, and I'm going to let you go home together. Listen to this part. Okay. God has all power. And if God cannot change them, your chemistry with that person will never be powerful enough. Golly. Oh, come on, y'all. Hear me. Y'all got it? If God can't fix them, your chemistry will never have enough power. Y'all got to write that down. Okay. So if they are broken and you are broken, and you think chemistry will fix your brokenness. Both of you are wrong. Because what we do sometimes, we get in 2% relationships. And what I mean by that is this. You will get in a relationship with a 2% woman, and you'll get in a relationship with a 2% man. And you think now that getting in a relationship with brokenness and broken people will help heal your brokenness together. And now you think 2% will make you whole. Y'all didn't hear me. And issue. You think your chemistry is going to change them. They've been broken, but my chemistry will help them. I can help them get better. I can help them do, but they never committed to God. You think your looks will help because you're beautiful. You think aesthetics will help you, and you don't even understand that most divorces have nothing to do with beauty. Most divorces have everything to do with money and financial obligations. You don't understand that you can't change people, and some of you are in a season of your life where you're too busy trying to change people. And watch me, you don't understand that you have the Messiah complex because you're trying to take the role of God, and you ain't God and you'll never be God, but you're thinking because you know God that God's going to change them, because you won't. If they don't want to change for themselves, they will never change for you. Last point, I'm getting out of here, y'all, ladies and gentlemen, because y'all don't catch this today. And let me say it this way. The problem with some of you is this. You keep letting your adorning be external. And what I mean by that is okay. If you go look at 1 Peter 3 and 3 through 7, you'll just look at how everything looks appealing. Because you're fine, you want him. Because he's cute, you want him, ladies and gentlemen. And you don't understand. Here it is. Don't you be desperate to fall prey to the enemy. Decide out the gate in your singleness what's non-negotiable. And I told you this before. I had done a whole lot of relationship things before. Y'all share this Facebook. Have y'all shared this Facebook? Okay, share this out. Non-negotiables. Here we go. Non-negotiables. All right. Listen. Non-negotiable number one is simple. It's very simple. First of all, if he doesn't love God and she doesn't love God, why are you wasting your time? Simple. That's very simple. I'm serious. And they have to love God more than you. And their love for God has to be so paramount that they don't even care about the fact that they're going to cheat on you. Watch me. Okay. And not that they don't love you. They care about the fact that they're going to disappoint God. Woo! And because they're going to disappoint God, they know they're going to disappoint you. So their love is not just for you. They love God more than you. But you want somebody to love you more than God. And you want somebody to treat you. But no. If they love God on that level, then they'll never do you wrong because they don't want to disappoint God. Ladies and gentlemen, you need somebody in your life that loves God so much that they love God at the pinnacle and the height, ladies and gentlemen. And when they love him so much, they're not worried about tripping over you and messing over you because they don't want to mess over God. Because if they mess over God, they already know they messed up with you. Come on. So the number one non-negotiable is they need to be saved. Secondly is this. Don't live in the house with a man that ain't your husband. Don't live in the house with a woman that ain't your husband. What you are trying to do is trying to bring covenant and dating. Hear me clearly, believers, all right? You keep trying to put covenant and dating in your house, and God never told you to have covenant with a boyfriend or a girlfriend. My grandma called it shacking. And that's what y'all call it, right? My grandma said, shacking. You can't be shacking up with that man. No. You can't be living with that man. You can't be living with that woman. That's what my grandma used to call it, y'all. I don't know if they call it shacking these days, but y'all may call it booed up or whatever you call it. But think about it. You keep trying to bring covenant in a house, and God is not going to bless it because it's not covenant, because he never told a wife to submit to a boyfriend. Move on to the next point, Pastor D. Think about it. He's never said that to you, believers. Ladies and gentlemen, he said, he that findeth a wife findeth a good thing, attaineth favor. And then he tells marriage is honorable in the sight of him. We know all that stuff, but he says, wives, submit to your own husband. So when you submit to your own husband, you can't submit to a boyfriend because there's no covenant there. So Pastor D, how do I show him that I love him? You don't show any man that you're dating everything, boo, because there are some things that God wants you to only show him as a wife. Next point is this, man. I hope somebody getting blessed today. God Almighty. All right. Now here's the third one, and I'm gonna give y'all the lie, but I'm gonna give y'all something first before that. And the issue is this: sometimes you want God to go and jump over hoops, and God to do something so high, but you are mediocre in your own thought. God, I'm not trying to throw nobody up under the bus. I promise you, I love y'all. Y'all know I love y'all. I love y'all with the love of God. But the problem is this, ladies and gentlemen. Some of you need to understand that you need to portray the same qualities that you seek in a spouse. So if you ask God to send you a certain spouse, the same qualities that you are asking him for, you need to portray yourself. Why would you ask God for something that you are not yourself? Okay, well, God, I want him to make 6 figures. Boo, you ain't never made 5 figures. No, nothing wrong with that. You can go high. I get it. God, I want him to be saved, but you club every weekend. Shots fired. I'm coming at y'all now. Well, God, I want him to love you, and I want him to do this. I don't want him playing dominoes with his boys. God, I don't want him drinking with his boys. But you got Patron on the side of your bed. And you won't, no, hold up. Push the pause button. You should portray these same characters. I want him to be faithful, but you talk to everybody. Come on. I want her to be faithful, but you sleep around with everybody. No. No. Ask him for the characteristics that you have yourself. Ladies and gentlemen, are you catching me today? And you have to understand, God, I don't want him to be a liar, but you lied on your income tax. Hey, prophetess, how you doing? Okay, I gotta go now. I gotta go. I just lost all my followers. You are who you attract, Daddy. You are who you attract. God, I don't want him treat me like a woman on the street. But every time you go out and you dress a certain way and you look a certain way and you got Monday and Tuesday showing and you got all your glory showing. And so you wear this in front of everybody, but you want to be treated as a wife, but you look in something else. And well, Pastor D, why does it matter what I have on? Ladies and gentlemen, let me say it again. What you advertise is who you are. What you show is who you are. And if you showing everybody everything, then they're going to treat you accordingly. It's already bad enough that when you go out, you can put a paper bag on, you can have on a dress 15 sizes too big. They still going to try to holler and talk to you. But if you going out and you got on yoga pants and everybody see everything, every time you go out and you going out and you literally are scantily clad and you have everything showing, they're going to treat you the same way. Ladies and gentlemen, I love that, my friend. You got to understand what you advertise is your sign. And when you show people this and when you show who you are, they will treat you accordingly. It's quiet up in here. It sounds like my church sometime when I go off on Sunday. Ain't nobody saying amen. I know I'm on live and it don't even matter no more. I done just took it to a whole nother level. You are who you attract. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm getting to the last point and we're getting ready to shut this down, reach across the aisle, ladies and gentlemen, and grab your neighbor by the hand because we're about to get out of here, ladies and gentlemen. Here it is. Lie. Number 3 is it, and I'm shutting it down. It says, because nobody has married you, you have no value. Devil is a lie. First of all, and I'm speaking over your life singles. And prophetess the other day was on with me, and they don't even understand. Right? That's a lack of no value, ladies and gentlemen. And no, ladies and gentlemen. Let me tell you something. Right? Okay. If you think the fact that no man has chosen you for a wife is a reflection on you, you are sorely mistaken. Right? If you think that you have no value because you are single, you are sorely mistaken. Ladies and gentlemen, if you think because you are too old and you are by yourself, you are sorely mistaken. Let me tell y'all something now. Here's the crazy thing about it that some of y'all gonna catch. All right. And you don't understand that when you start to think this way and your reality is convoluted, that's when the enemy drops options. And when he drops options, he drops the wrong options. And because he drops the wrong options, you think that now no. You'll go the wrong way at the wrong time, and you don't get what God has for you is greater than where you are. Let me give you the last points, and I'm getting ready to shut this down, and I'm gonna stay on Facebook for about 5 extra minutes. And here's the point of the day. Watch me. Somebody marrying you does not make you valuable. Reach across the aisle and high five your neighbor. Y'all didn't do it? Let me try it again, because we would have had the B3 queued up by now, because we ready to church now, and y'all didn't catch it. Let me try it again. If you're in Dallas, come see me tomorrow, because we're going to have a good time. Listen, somebody marrying you does not make you valuable. My God, today, you can never be made valuable because you're already valuable. Come on, Pastor D. Come on, come on. No, they can't make you valuable. You're already valuable. Somebody marrying you does not make you valuable. Ladies and gentlemen, let me hear it in your comments and put some hearts across the screen, because you don't understand. You are already valuable because God has tenderly created you and skillfully and fearfully created you in his own image. So it doesn't matter the color of your skin. It doesn't matter if you big, fat, skinny, or glorious. It does not matter who you are. It does not matter your socioeconomic status. It does not matter how much money you got in the bank. It does not matter if they tell you you are beautiful. It does not matter what they think about you. It does not matter what family you come from. All that matters is how God himself has validated you, and it does not matter what nobody else thinks about you. Ladies and gentlemen, you were valuable the minute that God created you. And so when he built you and you were born, you were already valuable. Hear this clearly, ladies and gentlemen. Getting married will not fix all your problems. Sometimes you need to understand that your problems can get fixed while you're being single. So when you are married, now you are ready to be a wife. You are ready to be a husband. You are ready to be that godly mate that God has for somebody. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all say, I want a man. I want a woman. I want somebody that God has for me. But you don't understand that God has some rationale behind the strategy that he has already designed for your life. Okay? So now he says, well, if I give you a man, then you don't pray no more. Because the man that you got only want to club with you. Yes, come on, Pastor D. No, so wait, I can't do that for you right now, because 2018 was the year you prayed the most in your life. Pastor D, I got a man. Now you don't go to church no more. Now you're not faithful to God like you used to, because what you'll start to do, you'll dress better in the presence of this man, and then you'll be filthy in the presence of God. Come on, believers. I want you to hear me today. Come on now. God says, I will not allow you to have another God, another person, another man before me. So maybe you are single because God says, I see some character flaws, and I threw you back on the potter's wheel. And when I throw you back on the potter's wheel, I saw something I didn't like. I saw that maybe they're not ready to do this. So I threw it back on there. And because there's an imperfection that I see. So let me throw it back on that wheel, because I saw something. And then you don't understand about a potter is this, I'm done. When you put the potter on the wheel and the clay on the wheel, what starts to happen is you can never shape the pottery without the hands. Oh my God. Yes, believers, please tell me this is helping somebody. And at the bottom of the wheel, he has his foot on a little pedal, and he applies pressure. Oh Lord, yes, yes. He applies pressure, and it keeps the wheel turning. So not only does he have his hands on you, molding you, but he has his foot on you, so he can keep you in the design, and he can keep you moving. And here's the shout. He says the reason you're single is because of this fact. He says the biggest thing that you don't understand is when I molded, I got my eyes on you. So I didn't like how it looked, and I didn't like what you were doing, and I didn't like how they were treating you. And I saw that last relationship, and I saw you suffer, and I saw you cry, and I saw them mistreat you, and I saw them handle you inappropriately. So I got my eyes on you, and I don't want you to go back. So I'm molding you, and I'm shaping you like I want you to be. So when I'm finished, and when I'm complete with you, and when it's done, you'll be ready to be that godly man, that godly woman for somebody. And you don't get it sometimes. He says, I got my hands on you, but y'all don't even understand, ladies and gentlemen. Anything worth its weight in gold is this. When you talk about artistry is this, and you talk about crafts, you'll understand that you'll go look at anything that's worth anything is the last thing that happens when a major artist finishes and completes a work. He signs his name on it. I'm out of time, but I'm not out of word. And you don't even understand the reason you are single. It's because God signed his name on your singleness. God Almighty. You don't even understand the reason. He says, right now, I put my signature on you, and I signed, sealed, and delivered that you've been signed by God, which means right now, you don't need no man. You don't need a woman, because they'll try to take the credit and the glory right now. So when I give you the man I have for you, when I give you the woman I have for you, ladies and gentlemen, he says, I put you in a place where I refuse to let them invade your space right now. But when I sign my name on you, I'm done. You're going to understand, ladies and gentlemen, that all things work together for the good of them that love God. I'm going to say something. Y'all stay with me. YouTube, jump over to Facebook real quick. 5 minutes. They going to like this last point. But I love y'all. YouTube, rate, subscribe. Follow me now. I love y'all. Most people ever got on YouTube. Thank y'all. I love you. Follow my channel. I'm going to do stuff exclusively. Facebook, follow my public figure page. Hit that like button now. So y'all can catch this. Now, share this out, YouTube, and share it to some other people tonight so they can like it. The more you like it, the more it goes into analytics, and it starts to go. Facebook, y'all rock with me for 5 more minutes. I got to give y'all this last point. YouTube, jump over to Facebook.